Hey everybody, Jake Reichbart here. Today I'm going to share with you a lengthy lesson excerpt. So have your guitars ready and we're going to have some fun together arranging a song. Perhaps you've seen some of my many hundreds of solo guitar arrangements I have here on YouTube, and the inspiration for these arrangements is right here behind me, as you can see. I grew up with these vinyls, and I draw pretty much from any kind of style imaginable from the pop music of the past 100 years, everything from Glenn Miller to Van Halen, Alan Holdsworth to Motown, and pretty much anything in between. Beatles, I have perhaps 25 Beatles song arrangements, 20 Steely Dan song arrangements, same for Stevie Wonder, rock, hard rock, Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, and of course tons and tons of classic jazz standards from the 40s and 50s, bebop, dance tunes, movie themes. And if you want to learn how to arrange any of these songs for solo guitar, I can teach you. Just like the excerpt that you're about to watch, which comes from a lesson that runs about 90 minutes, I have nearly 200 additional titles, and they are mostly song specific. I enjoy teaching through specific songs because I can show you hands-on how I approach arranging a song. What's nice about these lessons is that I don't just tell you, do this and you're done, but rather I'll take you through 3 or 4 or 5 different ways to play the same passage. I'll work with you on dynamics, on articulation, and 100 other things that you cannot just put to paper. As I mentioned, these lessons run approximately 90 minutes. The introduction, which runs usually 15 minutes, focuses on the right hand and rhythm, and in this introduction I go through my 3 pillars of rhythmic arranging, the first principle being melody and bass only, the second being rhythmic arpeggiation, and the third, of course, the down stroke that I play with my right hand fingernails to produce that backbeat that everybody asks me about. Nevertheless, I do have 2 main method lessons. The first one, how to arrange any song for solo guitar, running 2 hours, and also an introduction to fingerstyle guitar and solo guitar arranging, running 2 hours and 40 minutes. The information about these lessons, the cost, my full lesson list, as well as a link to the full performance of the song that we're working on today is below in the information. So expand the information, take a look, and let's get started. As I mentioned, I try to follow the song as it was performed originally, and according to that, right here with the introduction, I play an F sharp major triad on the upper 4 strings. It's a partial bar on the 6th fret with my first finger, and the notes from the bottom are going to be an A sharp, a C sharp, an F sharp, and an A sharp on top. So we have 2 A sharp notes. You could play it like this, but I think this helps thicken the sound. I suppose I could have added this too, but it's too much. This was just about right, the right number of notes and level of thickness that I wanted to add to the chord. So the bar gets these 2 notes, the C sharp and the A sharp, and then the A sharp and F sharp are covered with these 2 fingers. But they are played against an open E in the bass. And the way I articulate it is, already I'm kind of arpeggiating a little bit, as you can kind of tell. That's just an unbreakable habit for me at this point, and not a habit that I want to break for any reason. It's a good thing to have. I kind of try to sense what the horn line there is. I don't think there's much. There's just a top note, which I think is the A sharp, maybe followed by an F sharp. And similarly, I pluck out the next chord with the same kind of melodic pattern of the first string and then the second string. Arpeggiation. And that second chord is indeed an A minor, straight A minor triad. So it's parallel to this, so each of the notes is kind of moving down, as opposed to playing a A minor 7, which is not appropriate yet at this stage. So straight up triad, but with one of the notes doubled. So it's on a partial bar on the 5th fret now. So the first finger will get the notes from the top this time. A, E, C, and another A here with my second finger on the 4th string, 7th fret. Still against E. And then the final bass shape, the basic shape, is identical to what we've done for the F sharp, but now it's an E. But it doesn't start there because there's a little melody by the horns which will play this F sharp. We'll get to that in a second. I just wanted to outline where we want to put our fingers now, which is on the 4th fret, a partial bar on the upper 4 strings on the 4th fret. So your basic shape now is an E major, exactly the same as the F sharp, just a step lower. So now we have the notes, G sharp, B, E, and G sharp. G sharp, B, E, G sharp. But after getting there from this chord, the A minor, I don't start with this shape. I start with my pinky on the F sharp because and this is the version I think that's on the original recording, by the way, the melody. So what I do now is play a melody whereby the bottom two notes, well, the E in the bottom is the bass, which continues, and then in addition I have these two notes, the G sharp and the B. Cleverly, these three notes is the whole E chord right there. That's the 1, that's the 3, that's the 5 of the chord. So anything else is extra. And indeed, I use the extra notes, the top 2 strings, to play the melody. And participating in this melody are 4 notes: F sharp, E, D sharp, and back to E, F sharp, G sharp. So again, you can interpret the melody however you want, but if I'm not mistaken, the original recording played. So it ended up on the highest note. I may have done in my recording something like that before starting the line over again, or the second part of that introduction. Whatever the case is, it's the same melody notes, just aligned in a slightly different order, different rhythm. The whole thing is played in the 4th position, and the 3 notes F sharp, E, and D sharp are on the 2nd string, frets 7, 5, and 4, and back. And then the G sharp, of course, is on the 4th fret, 1st string, and back again. So and with my right hand, I might replicate some of the notes or repluck some of the chord notes. Again, it's not very consistent. It's how I feel. I might notice that this is a habit. This is a guitar thing. I just rolled my fingers. I didn't play. I did slow motion because, again, it's a guitar thing, and let's not forget to do guitar things. We're playing the song that we like, but we're also playing the guitar. So let's not forget to do guitar things that make the instrument unique. And other things might be slides, bends, vibrato, things like that. So there's very little movement. My first finger is planted. And the rest of the movement is just achieved by moving fingers 2 and 4 and then plucking out notes that are already being held down by the first finger. So the intro from the top. And again. Second time, the movement is basically the same, but the melody is a little bit thinned out. And that's it. So there's really no new technical harmonic or any other new knowledge that you need to play the second time. It's just that the melody is less dense, although it uses the same notes. So the entire introduction put together. Then the pickup notes follow.